Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video I will be showing you how you can host a website in 2024. The first thing that we need to do is actually choose a hosting provider. Now, there are so many different hosting providers out there, and in my many years of making WordPress websites and building different websites for clients, I have tested out a lot of these hosting providers. However, the best one that I have found, the one that I personally use now, use for all of my clients, and even all of the tutorials I have created on this channel, my number one recommendation for web hosting is going to be Hostinger. Not only is Hostinger one of the cheapest hosting providers on the market, with the cheapest plan coming in right here at only $2.99 per month, but the value for money in terms of the features that you get is just so much better than any other hosting provider out there. If you do want to take a deeper dive into the best hosting providers, I did create a video going over this, which I will leave a link to in the description. However, for this video, we are going to be using Hostinger in order to buy the hosting right here and actually host our entire website. Now, when you go over to Hostinger, make sure to use the link down in the description, as that is going to save you up to 75% off all of your hosting plans. Now, on Hostinger, we effectively have two options right here. We have the shared hosting, so this is the cheaper, the more beginner friendly. I would honestly recommend this for 99% of people. Or if we go up, you can see we have VPS hosting, which is more dedicated. If I just go down here, this is a dedicated server. So essentially it means your website will run a little bit faster. Realistically, it's only really going to make a difference if you have a very high level website like an e-com brand or something that requires a lot of speed. Otherwise, this standard hosting right here, it's fast enough. I build all of my WordPress websites just using one of these right here. So that is what I would recommend for you. Out of these, which plan do you want to go for? Out of Premium, Business, and Cloud Startup? For me and all of my clients, I always go with Business. The reason for this is this increased performance up to 5x, which is going to make the website load faster. We also get faster storage. So you can see here NVMe storage versus SSD. NVMe is going to be faster. We also get more of it, so we can upload more things to the website. So that's why I recommend Business, and the price is not that much different. Now, Cloud Startup, in my opinion, is a little bit overkill. We do get 10x performance, the same storage right here. So really, unless you're looking for a dedicated IP address, which I never really do, I wouldn't recommend, then I recommend just going for the business plan. So all we have to do is add this to the cart. And then in here, we can now choose a period. Now, what you will notice is we have a big saving right now. Essentially, the first time you sign up to Hostinger, you're going to get this massive discount if you use that link in the description. So I should also mention, if you use that link down in the description and we have this big discount right here, this is only for the first purchase. So if we go to add this business to the cart, you can see that when these renew, it's going to go from $4.99 to $12.99. So essentially, in order to get this discount to go over the longest period of time, you want to go for the longest plan right here. Now, for some people, this won't make sense. You only really need your website for 1 year. But if you plan on having your website for, 2 or 4 years, then you do want to go with one of the higher plans right here. So I'm going to go with 48 months. I'm going to use this Hostinger account to actually build out a client website. Then all we have to do is go down and enter in an email address and a password. And then down here, we can fill out, we can select a payment method, and then we can fill out the payment information. So look at this, $229 for 4 years. That's crazy. I'm paying just over $50 per year for my hosting. Very, very good value. So just input your information right here, and then we can submit secure payment. So once that has gone through, it's then going to redirect us to the control panel. So from this screen, just click on Start Now. And then it's going to ask us, who are you creating the website for? Now, this really doesn't matter, so we can just select anything here. I'm going to go for I'm creating it myself. Then we have this second question, so we just want to click on I'm building it myself. It's then going to ask what type of website do you want to build? Once again, none of these questions matter. It really doesn't matter what we put here. I'm just going to go for portfolio. And then do you need help building your website? I'm going to click on no thanks. From here, it's then going to ask us if we want to create or migrate a website. So now that we have hosting, we can either create a brand new website within this hosting, or we can migrate an old website. Like maybe you had WordPress that you built locally, or you have some other website that you want to transfer into Hostinger in order to get your hosting. So let's first of all cover migrate. We can click on this. And then it's now going to ask for the domain name that we want to use for this website. So in here, you should now be able to claim your free domain, but I'm just going to go for a domain that I already own. Okay, so as you can see, the domain is right here. So enter in a domain you already have, or you can claim your free domain on this screen. Then we want to click on next and confirm ownership. Next, we want to enter in a website name. So once again, we just want it in the exact same domain, and then we can click on next. And from here, it's now going to ask, how do you want to migrate your website? So you can either provide WordPress admin details. If you do this, we can just go next. Then we can go through. And all you have to do is enter in the details right here to log into your WordPress account. Alternatively, we can go back and provide backup files and database. So we can go through and input those files in right here. And that will give you access. That is how you can migrate your account. Alternatively, we can create a new website. So we can click on create instead. And in here, it's now going to ask if we want to create a WordPress website or a Hostinger website. I would highly recommend using WordPress. I have tested this out. Honestly, it's not the best in my opinion. And WordPress is by far the most popular tool used to build websites. So we can go create with WordPress. In this section, we now want to create login details for a WordPress account. So enter in the email that you want to register to your WordPress account, and then you can create a password. From here, we can click on next. Then going to ask what type of website do you want to build. So you can select the type of website that you want to build. I'm just going to go with portfolio, and then we can click on next. It's then going to ask if we want some pre-built templates or standard themes. Go with standard themes. I'll show you how to install templates in a second. Then we can go next. And it's now going to ask, what will your portfolio look like? So in here, I do recommend going with Astra. In my opinion, it is the best theme that you can use. So go Astra and then next. Do you want these pre-selected plugins? Always say no. Effectively, these plugins pay Hostinger to get them installed. So I don't like these. They just can slow your website down. We can then click on next. It's then going to ask us which ones we want. So in this section, let's just click on skip. Do you want to generate a portfolio with I? Skip. And then right here, if you went for the create a website, this is where you can now claim your free domain. So enter in the domain you would like right here. Then if it's available, you can select it and then click on next. Right now, it's going to go ahead and install WordPress. And just like that, we are now going to be taken over to the Hostinger dashboard. So all we have to do is click into the WordPress admin panel right here, and we will now be redirected to the WordPress admin area. So right here, we now have the hosting on Hostinger. We now have the tool that we are going to use to create this website, which is WordPress. And we have the Astra theme right here. So what you can also do is we can check out Astra. We can go to the dashboard right here and take a look through Astra. What I would recommend is installing starter templates right here, and they will give you some pre-built templates. I'll throw them up on screen right now that you can select and then go through and use the drag and drop editor. So that's how I would get started right there. Or alternatively, you can go to appearance and then themes right here. You can choose from any of these themes as well to get you started. So that is how you can host a website. Now, if you want a full in-depth tutorial where I show you step by step, click by click, how you can actually build a website on WordPress, I will leave a link to that video down in the description. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.